Well, hey, my Insta loves and YouTube viewers. As promised, if you follow me on Instagram at Lipstick and Fit, you will know why I'm doing this video. I am not about to re-explain it, all right? So, as you all seen on Instagram, I did a video when y'all know I like to take pictures in my bikinis and draws. Hey, get some attention. You know, I got to get some traffic to my channel and to my Instagram, like the thoughts do. So, stretch marks and all, So one of the things I was explaining how I ate too many carbs. And my parents, we even though I went back to eating meat occasionally, I have a process for when I eat meat, but I adopted a process of intuitive eating. And some of you all that's been following me for a while know this. It wasn't hard for me to admit that I went back to eating meat, but as I grew and matured, gained a little bit more insight in my training as a holistic wellness coach and a plus size fitness coach. I wanted to do what was best, not only for myself, but for my clients. And one of the things that I've adopted and I truly believe in, you have to find what works for you. But at the same time, do not neglect certain God-given things that we are supposed to consume, whether it's seasonally, whether it's occasionally. We need to be smart. We need carbs. We need our macronutrients, okay? So we need our carbs. We need our protein, all right, and we need our healthy fats. That is key, but it's knowing how to cycle those in within your diet that meets your specific bodily needs. And I also believe according to your blood type. So I just wanted to preface this talk with that. And so with me doing that, I've been doing really, really good. I've been mixing up. I'm not going to tell everything, but you all know I love cooking. I've always been a cook. And back in the day, I used to always make these concoctions and different things, not only for my family, but for myself. And so when the holidays got around, my mom wanted me to cook some things. And I ate a bit too much mac and cheese, and which I love, and my own dressing. And so because I am an intuitive, and I believe in intuitive eating, because you have to be intuitive to be able to understand what your body's going through, immediately I could feel the bloating. It was like, shit, here it comes. So I'm doing this 3 days, showing you all how my body changes each day as I do my own detox concoction. Now, I like to call it, sometimes I call it a tonic, sometimes a detox, but basically it's a de-bloating method. As a person with PCOS, I have to be very conscientious of because I'm insulin resistant, so my body changes rapidly. It reacts differently, and so when I have a lot of those carbs, which is i.e. sugars, no matter how healthy we think they are, at times for someone with PCOS that's insulin resistant, it can be a nightmare, and I can't afford that to happen. Plus my cycle, according to my cycle tracker, is coming real soon, so I have to be even extra conscientious of what I consume. So I put up these tips on Instagram. I don't know if I'm gonna edit this video, but I might put it in the video. I don't know. But here are some of the tips, and I'm gonna do these tips every day on my Instagram. So go follow me on Instagram so you can get these daily tips. I didn't want to put it all out on one day. First tip. What is this? Oh, okay. Freeze all leftover for holiday food and desserts. Now, this was something I did immediately, okay? I had brought a big old platter of food. I'm talking about a metal, like, real platter. Not like, I had a large plate. I'm talking about a platter. And it had my mama's macaroni and cheese, had some greens. It had rutabagas I love rutabagas, so she made me some rutabagas, and she made me sweet potatoes and a bunch of little just things that I love that she don't make throughout the year, okay? And so what I did, so that I wouldn't have to, if I didn't want to cook, because it's just me, so I sometimes I'd be like, shit, I ain't cooking. I know I was going to go in there and divvy out food. If you freeze the food, and you can do it two ways. You can freeze it all in one bulk, or what I personally suggest is that you separate each one and you freeze it. Some of it, if you want to go ahead and make out your meals, make out some meals so that you can have a cheat meal maybe 1 or 2 times throughout the week after you do this detox, okay? Where you portion out maybe a half a cup, 3/4 cup of macaroni and cheese and some greens, and then you cook your meat, okay? So you can still kind of get those feels, but you're not consuming so much. Because the thing is, a lot of food that we're eating, particularly with my family, is not unhealthy. It's just that we eat such large quantities of it, and you're not supposed to eat that shit every day, okay? And so I really suggest that you freeze it. Desserts freeze really well, okay? You can portion out your desserts, okay? Freeze them. And then when you want that cheat and you're like, man, I just want that key lime pie, or I want a piece of sweet potato pie, you go in your little Ziploc bag that's already bagged up in the freezer, take one out, eat it. Okay, this is about intuitive eating. I'm not about people restricting themselves. You got to build some willpower, okay? That's another story for another day. I'm not going to get into that. Let's go into number 2. Don't eat any foods with preservatives during this detox time, okay? Or de-bloating. Let me just say that, de-bloating time. What a lot of people don't understand, and I do this with my clients, all right? And I learned this years ago. One of the first things I learned when I got into holistic wellness is a lot of the fat and a lot of the excess body weight, water weight, and waste is caused by the preservatives in the foods that we eat. Okay, preservatives are horrible. If you cooked all your food, if you killed your own damn chicken and got some pink Himalayan sea salt, some preservative-free type seasonings, meaning herbs that you have to actually cut, you'd be surprised. You wouldn't have to fight a lot of obesity. The issue that we're fighting a lot is the preservatives, okay? So be mindful of that. When I say no preservatives, that makes it easy. So you can't eat jarred fruit. Okay, you can't eat jarred fruit unless you canned it yourself, but you can't do that, all right? Everything that you're gonna eat, you have to prepare yourself. So like now, I'm cutting up my kale, I'm doing my teas, I'm steeping my tea right now, I'm blending up my own fruit, straining it through cheesecloth to make the flavors that I want, because I'm doing like a mango pineapple with green tea, and I'm doing a cranberry apple and straining it and everything, okay? So that I can get those flavors and get the nutrients, but not have all those fibers in it, all right? Because I take a fiber supplement. So be mindful of the preservatives, okay? Preservatives are a killer. I'm telling you, you will lose so much weight if you just didn't consume preservatives, okay? Or foods with preservatives. Third, drink organic green tea and milk thistle tea. Milk thistle tea and dandelion root are great natural detoxifiers, okay? You can get this in the organic section at Kroger, Whole Foods. Personally, I say get it at Kroger. You can get it at your favorite holistic wellness store, whatever, but it's going to cost more for the same shit, all right? I actually suggest people, one of the things that I do really good with is because I tend to have liver issues, all right? You have to know your body. And I could tell when I need a detox because I get real dark circles around my eyes, which I don't naturally have that. So, and I tend to be anemic. So those things that really help purify the kidneys and the liver are phenomenal. And a lot of people don't know, honestly, if you do a real detox, a true detox, the detox start with a liver detox. You always start with a liver detox. Think about it. You filter, these are the organs that filter the blood, that filter the body and the elements within the body, okay? All right, I'm just dropping a little knowledge right there for you. Do your own study, all right? Whatever I say, you Google it. I had just put that up there, like, knowing is important. I don't care what, they call people on Instagram, whatever, influencers or YouTube. I hate that word because I think everyone should be held accountable, and how you hold people accountable is by doing your own research and your own due diligence by studying. Because what works for me and my blood type may not work for you, all right? So, 4, absolutely no, this is so big. Absolutely no snacking, okay? 1 to 2 meals, all other meals replaced with the 32-ounce tea detox. Now, if you go to my Instagram stories, you'll see how I'm kind of doing it. I'm throwing up a little hints, but only me and my clients get the full detail, right? But please, no snacking. Snacking, and this is what's gonna happen. And I started doing it yesterday. So I had the macaroni in the container, and I stayed up until I was out because I was working last night too. And I was just taking hunks of the macaroni and cheese, eating it like it was cake. cold and all, okay, you're going to snack. If you don't, and this ties back into why I said freeze your food, because if you don't freeze your food, you're gonna go in there and you're gonna snack. Oh, let me heat up a little bit of greens with some dressing and put some you know, some potato salad on it, and things of that sort. You're gonna go in there and snack on some turkey. The snacking is gonna get you. You're gonna consume so many calories just through nibbling here and there, and you can't monitor your food the way that you need to. So please don't snack. Look, you know, the only meat I'll be consuming is like seafood. So I have some salmon and I have some tuna as my closing end of the day type meal. I use albacore tuna, wild caught, as well as my salmon, okay? And it's not a great portion. I'm having that with gluten-free crackers and kale salad. All right, so you want to portion out, and I'm going to talk about portion out your meals tomorrow, okay? 5, we're winding down. No refined sugars. Look, Google it. Google it, okay? I'm not going to sit here and talk about what refined sugars are. It's the sugars you know your ass shouldn't be eating, okay? Any sugar you should not. If you're gonna go to Starbucks and the coffee is fine, but guess what? You can't put the raw sugar in it. You can't put the sugar packets. You can't get none of the flavors from the coffee, okay? It's all got refined sugars in it. Now, I will say for my teas, I do have raw honey and agave that I'm putting in there, but the sugars that are in the concoction, it's very light. It's not a sweet. I don't need sweet stuff. So I'm not one of those people that's just, guys, gotta be all sweet. I'm using the sugars from the fruit to help, you know, sweeten my teas. And I'm gonna put some agave. I love the agave. It can really enhance the flavor of the tea, so it brings out all the tea flavors and fruits. But y'all, we're not doing refined sugars. Okay? No ketchup. No, anything that has preservatives, that's why I said no preservatives. Anything that has preservatives or refined sugars, no. Google and find out what don't have it. How about that? Okay. And lastly, which is a big one, and I think a lot of people underestimate this, and I talked about it last week in one of my running videos or posts on Instagram, but walk in the cold 30 to 45 minutes. For one, when you walk in the cold, you expend more calories. So you burn more calories, okay? The reason why is because the blood is becoming, not constricting, but it's going to the organs, okay? And it's really trying to preserve and keep the organs warm, okay? It kind of thinks you're going. Right now in Atlanta, it's cold to us, okay? So you working out in the cold is really, really good. It allows you to, I've read, and I don't know the truth about this as much, with the amount, but it says you can burn like 3 times the calories by working out in the cold, okay? And plus it builds some willpower. I just like the fact it makes me feel tough as hell, all right? So go and do your walk in the cold. Do a nice brisk pace, all right? That's gonna help you kind of sweat these toxins out as well, okay? And with this, because you're drinking these teas, whichever teas you choose to do, and waters that you're drinking to help purge your body, exercise really help with the bowel movements, okay? Remember, this is about the GI tract too. All right, so it's going to help stimulate the lower intestines, your gut. Well, let's just say your GI tract. It's going to really help with that, relaxing those muscles so that you can have healthy bowel movements and get those toxins out of your body. Okay, because well, we're not going to get into that teaching. So I hope this helped you all out. It's a 13-minute video. I wanted to be short, and I thought I was talking pretty quick, but evidently I can't manage to get a video under like 5 minutes. I just talk too much, but I got a bunch of information. So that's that for today. I'm not editing this video. Go to my Instagram and see the pictures. Okay. I'm just not. I'm literally going to wrap this up because I'm so tired. I got to finish up this stuff. I got to roll this hair. And I decided I'm staying home tonight. I was going to go out and do some work because some of you all know I part-time Uber or whatever. No, my little ass is staying home. So I love you, my loves. I hope you find this useful. And tomorrow I'll have 6 or 7 more tips. I don't know how many I just gave y'all, but I have some more tips for you, okay? All right, y'all take care.